when you think of micro, of course, Froggy blurts out micro penis.
Just machines?
No.
Micro machine, remember those cool little cars with the guy that talked really fast?
No.
Microbrewery, microbiologist.
Here's why I'm bringing up micro, and this is a growing trend. And actually, Michelle brought this up a long time ago. This is one of Michelle's regrets, and you know what? I tend to agree with my wife, because Michelle would have done this, and this trend is actually growing and catching on. The question is, what is a micro wedding? And people are doing micro weddings. These are, if you're planning to get married anytime soon, and of course, summer months are big wedding months. I think June's like the peak, right? June weddings.
Hey guys, I'm sorry, I got to interrupt. Don't make me think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
The text line just blew up. Micro is part of the metric system. Okay? Continue.
Oh, God.
In what facet?
Please continue.
In a facet in that it's a unit in the metric system denoting a factor of 1/1,000,000th.
Unit.
Okay, continue. I just want to make sure I'm not crazy. You guys are, and wrong.
Okay. So the micrometric wedding, all right? Yeah, I want a micrometric wrench set as my wedding gift.
Micrometer.
But here's the deal. So the trend is growing where people are ditching the larger weddings and they're going for these micro weddings where you just have a few people. It's scaling back. You don't have the large production wedding. It's more of a small, intimate setting. So micro, we ought to take a couple of calls on this. So did you recently get married, or are you planning to get married? Or were you at a wedding recently where it was just a very small group, whereas maybe previously it might have been a large wedding? But you or someone you know, they decided to jump on the trend of micro weddings, just a small, intimate wedding. I'll grab a couple of calls on this. Let's see what we can dig up. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Did you have a micro wedding? Did you recently go to a micro wedding? Are you planning a wedding that's going to be micro? Whereas maybe previously you would have had a large wedding, but now you're scaling it back. You're going to do a micro wedding. So, new trend. This is picking up a lot of speed on social media. It'll save you thousands and thousands of dollars. Micro wedding, according to brides.com. A micro wedding is an intimate affair, typically with no more than 50 guests. See, I would think that's even big. I would think micro wedding is, 10, 15.
I mean, if you invited the people closest to you, I mean, you can get that within 50 people.
I think you can do it within 15 people,
well,
probably,
you
or
can
20
do it within
people.
3 people.
But here's the deal. Oh, my, every line just kaboom. Man, I wish we could get a proper reflection. Anyway, so every line is jammed here. We're going to go to phones in a second. Andrew's screening. Look at this. Emily, Danielle, Chad. We'll go to phones in a second. Michelle never wanted a big wedding. We had a couple of hundred people at our wedding. We had a decent-sized wedding in Virginia Beach when we got married in the summer of 94. And that's one of the regrets. And Michelle said, I never wanted a big wedding. We should have had a small wedding. And, as time went on, I agree with Michelle that if we had to do it all over again, we would not have had a ginormous wedding. We would have had a small wedding in my parents' backyard on the bluff right over Broad Bay in Virginia Beach, where I grew up a good chunk of my life. Where I lived for my junior high years, my high school years. So we would have done a micro wedding. We would have done a wedding even smaller than what they're saying is no more than 50.
I did a Pico wedding.
What was your wedding?
Mine was very tiny.
Oh, that's right. It was just you and Doug
and the kids.
That was it.
But the reason we did that is because A, we just needed to get it done, and B, we started thinking about there was no formula where we were going to have less than 50 people. There was no formula. Like once you get to the
Yeah.
next level of people you're going to invite,
It just starts
it
growing.
explodes.
Oh, but we can't not invite
Yes.
them, and then it grows like a monster. All right, let's grab Emily up first. Emily, Danielle, Mike, West, Michael, Chad, everyone. Hold on, we'll be right with you. First, Emily in Port Richey. Hey, Emily, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning.
Morning, Emily. All right, so micro wedding, how does it fit into your life?
Oh, it was wonderful. It was not a first marriage for both my husband and I, and we rented a beautiful Airbnb, and our kids were able. We rented a large one. Our kids were able to come stay as well.
All right, so you, for your second marriage, you had a micro wedding. So how many people were there?
A total of 12.
Wow, see that? Yeah, that's micro right there.
And it was wonderful. We were able to do everything on our schedule. Nothing was rushed. Nothing was, and, it was very relaxing, and we were able to just really enjoy each other and the close group of people we had. It couldn't have been better.
Thank you so much. Let me grab Chad in Odessa. Chad, you're on the MJ Morning Show. How does the micro wedding fit into your life? Chad, are you there? Hang on. Chad's line is open, so Chad must have picked up the other line. So let me go to Michael. Hey, see if Chad's on 6. Let me grab Michael on 5. Michael, you're on the MJ Morning Show in Tampa. Hi.
Hey, good morning. By the way, I love the show. I listen to it on the way to work every morning.
Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. So did you have a micro wedding?
Mine was very, very small. I was living in St. Thomas at the time, and it was just 7 of us.
Wow.
On the back of my friend's boat in Maho Bay in St. John.
Oh, wow. That sounds,
wow,
that
that's
sounds
nice.
special.
I love St. Thomas.
Did you do it like at sunset time?
No, it was in the middle of the day, but after that, we all went over to Joost Van Dyke and hung out there for the rest of the day.
I've been there.
Wow.
I love it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So you're a micro wedding fan, right, Michael?
Oh, yes, only 7 of us.
Fantastic. Thanks, buddy. Let's grab Danielle in Newport Richey. Danielle, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you?
Morning, Danielle. We are fantastic. So talk about micro wedding in your life.
All right, so I'm getting married in November in Spring Hill on the 18th, and our wedding guest list total is only about 35 people, actually.
Yeah, that fits in. So they're saying, brides.com is saying micro wedding is under 50, so you're comfortably under 50 with 35.
Yes, and we are actually very excited about it, not only because of cost, but because we'll have people there that truly care about us and want to be there. So we're really looking forward to it.
Was money a factor at all?
It was not a factor, but we are very excited that our wedding total will only be probably around $2,500 to $3,000 tops.
Wow. Yeah, that's very doable. Danielle, thanks for listening.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Great. All right, did we get Chad back? Yeah, so Chad is back. So Chad must have flipped over to another line. Chad, you're on the MJ Morning Show, Odessa. Talk about micro weddings. Go.
Good morning. Hey, my wife and I got married at Walt Disney on Disney property for under $1,000. That was everything. And we did it with 3 people in attendance. And then so the people that wanted to attend, we actually broadcasted it live on Facebook Live. And my wife's dress was beautiful. She found me a tuxedo. I'm a big guy like Fester. And so we had to find a nice jacket for me. And it was absolutely amazing. Her bouquet was made by hand. And it was the most magical and amusing wedding ever.
So it was a magical wedding at the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, absolutely. For under $1,000. That was 2 nights of hotel stays. That was food. That was everything for under $1,000.
Not bad at all. Thank you, Chad. Appreciate it. Sharon in Lakeland. Sharon, MJ Morning Show. Hey, Andrew, I'm going to take, I'm going to clear this board and I got to move on. So, Sharon, you're up. Hi.
Hi, love your show.
Thank you, Sharon.
Yeah, I was married. I had a micro wedding in 1987.
Oh, wow.
We had just my family and a couple of friends.
Yeah, my wedding was 7 years later. My wedding was in the summer of 94, and we had like 250 people. And, again, Michelle, Michelle never wanted that. And, I think I kind of pushed her into it. But
what a limelight hog.
But in retrospect, I agree with Michelle. We should have had a small, intimate affair with just family members in our backyard in Virginia Beach.
You're acting like a bride, MJ.
I had a house wedding. Yeah, I had a house. I had always wanted to be married in my house, and that's what I did.
And how many guests total?
Probably about 7 or 8.
Yeah, see that's micro. Sharon, thank you for listening. MJ, wow. It's MJ in Riverview. Hey, MJ, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, MJ. Hey, crew. How you doing?
We're doing well.
Mine was just me and it was both of our second marriages, but we got married on a cruise ship. It was just me and him, and that was it.
Wow. Did you guys get norovirus?
No, it was about 5 years ago.
Did the captain marry you?
No, it was actually an officiant. So, and what's funny about
Did they have an officiant on the cruise ship, or did you have to bring one?
they had one on the cruise ship.
Ah, look
she
at
was
that.
also my wedding planner as well.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I had a cake. I had champagne. I had the music. I had everything.
All you can eat buffet, the water slide, the whole thing.
Plus all that.
You had everything.
But it was on Royal Caribbean, Majesty of the Seas.
Wow. That's a big ship, isn't it?
That's one of the smaller ones.
Oh, that's a smaller one.
So they have a new one coming out next year that's going to be just enormous.
Yeah, it's called the Monstrosity of the Seas.
Well, the Majesty actually is no longer commissioned, and talking about the new ship, it's called Icon of the Seas. We leave on February 10th for that one.
Oh, you're going to be on that?
Yep.
Sounds great. Thank you, MJ. Thanks for listening.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I mean, with a name like MJ, how could you not listen to the MJ Morning Show?
How annoying would that be?
What's even crazier, you want to know what my real name is?
What?
Michelle.
Really?
Oh, my
yeah.
goodness.
Michelle and MJ.
That's funny.
Hey, MJ, thank you.
Thank you. You have a great one.
Let me grab Wes in Newport Richie. I'm going to grab Wes, Mike, Mandy, and then I'm going to wrap this up because I got to move on. Wes, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, buddy. What's up?
What's up with you? Micro wedding in your life?
Oh, most definitely. 1989. Ready May family. Me and my wife was together for like 3 years, and she goes, "You know, it'd be cool if we got married on your birthday." And I say, "That would, wouldn't it?" So the next day we went to the courthouse there on 19. Actually, it was county building on 19, and I think it's either Dunedin and Palm Harbor in between. And we got married. And then I went bowling I went to play pool that night, and she cooked pork chops.
Nice.
That sounds
like an awesome
That's
wedding.
a hell of a wedding right there. Thank you, Wes. Great story.
Love pork chops.
Pool and pork chops. Mike in Hernando, and then we'll wrap it up with Mandy. Mike, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning, folks. I just want to tell you I enjoy your show. I work at night. I'm almost to my house, and I am probably a very, very early morning listener. So I think you guys are doing a great job out there.
Thank you, Mike. All right, so tell me about your micro wedding.
Well, it was actually just me and my wife, to tell you the truth. And, you know, when you live a long life, which I have, and she has had actually 2 other marriages. I was married once before. You realize actually the importance of the wedding. And it's nice to have people around, but it's much more sincere and personal when 2 people just do it alone because there is no outside influence. It's truly done from the heart. And that is what marriage and love is, truly from the heart.
Mike, your words are magical, Mike. I mean, phenomenally said.
Magic Mike.
Yeah. Awesome, Mike. Thank you. And thanks for listening. Drive home safely.
Yes, sir. And thank you very much for having me on the air. And you guys have a good 6th day today, okay?
Thank you. All right, let me grab a good what day?
I don't know what you're saying.
Mandy, last call on this. Mandy, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Micro wedding. Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
MJ, how are you?
We are well. Go ahead, Mandy.
Oh, well, we decided to have a naked wedding just to make sure that it stayed micro.
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
You had a naked wedding?
Yeah, we had a naked wedding. We went out on the boat and we got naked and we got married on a sandbar.
Well, I hope people didn't look micro naked.
No, there was only 10 of us out there. But
And everyone was naked? So all your friends agreed to get naked on a sandbar?
Yep, even the photographer and the Notary Republic that married us.
Where did the ring bearer keep the ring?
There was no ring bearer.
Hold on, man, Froggy, come on. All right, so Mandy, where do you find a notary public that will take their clothes off.
It was a close friend.
All right. And what about a naked photographer? Where do you find that?
Oh, it was another friend of ours. It was a professional photographer.
And everyone was buck-ass naked?
Everyone was buck-ass naked.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mandy. There we go. Micro weddings. No, again, if you're just tuning in, we're just talking about brides.com says big trend of these micro weddings, much smaller weddings. They say under 50, but when we had calls with really micro weddings with just like a couple of people to 7, 12 people, whatever.
If it's 2 people, it's called or 4. I think it's an elopement.